Welcome to the Fundamentals of Gibboard video training series. I'm Anthony Roumell, SlackFit Master Trainer and owner of Center for Balance Training in San Diego. My goal is to help you get the most out of your Gibboard and truly enjoy this amazing training tool. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to balance on a Gibboard slackline and exposure with both feet across the line. All right, so for our next foundational posture, we're going to talk about exposure stance, which is essentially changing the way we face on the line. It's very much in line with like board sports, snowboarding, surfing, skateboarding. It's also very challenging, probably one of the most challenging ways to balance on a slack line. The cool thing about the Gibboard is it's so close to the ground that you can get a tremendous amount of failures without risk of injury. So it's only a couple inches off the ground, but yet so challenging. So if I fall off, it's all good. I can just practice and fail to win. It's not failure unless you quit. So the best way I like to teach exposure stance is not just trying to stand on there and magically balance as if you've been doing it your whole life, but to really just step over the board and get an understanding of where you are with the edge of the balance point and where you are with yourself and your fear. So the goal is just to be with our fear and let it guide us versus thwart us and make us not want to actually get the practice in. The more reps, the better. So when I'm going to stand exposure, I'm going to set myself up, hip-width distance with my feet, hands are going to come out again above my ears, soft bend in my knees so I feel my hips. From the side, I want to have two little, like a mini squat. So I pretty much have an angle from my heel to my knee and from my tailbone to my head, two congruent shin and spine angles. And here's where my head's going to be, right in front of my knees. So this is how I'm going to look from the side. Now I'll bring that onto the line. Foot placement. When I step on the line, whether it's left or right leg, it's your choice. I want to step right in the middle of my foot, not just on the balls of the feet, but right in the middle of the arch. This is going to give me a little bit more control in my ability to control the throttle with my ankles. If I fall off, it's all good. So the first drill is we're just going to step up and over the line, and ideally I usually switch the lead leg I step with just to get more challenge. So hands up, sit in my hips, left leg leads, right leg on, left leg off, right leg off. So what I'm doing here is I'm just a little step-up drill going up and over, and I'm choosing a lead leg each time I go. So I step up with my left, I'm switching up with my right. And what I'm trying to do is feel with that midfoot how much ankle flexion or dorsiflexion I need, which is controlling the throttle of how I control the balance point when I stand the line. My gaze is looking at something 3 to 4 feet in front of me, and eventually you're going to kind of feel where the edge of the balance point is, and learn, okay, this is too much, this is too little, a little bit more in my hips, a little bit more in my head, a little bit more use of my arms, but we're taking away the fear by understanding the environment and its totality a little bit more. Once you get comfortable with the walkovers, it's time to learn how to create static balance and exposure stance on the slackline. This one is tough, so keep on trying, and it doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you don't quit. Hands come above the ears, sit in my hips, lock in my distal gaze, feel my hips, feel my hinge. It's like a little mini squat. Choose the foot you want to step on, doesn't matter which one. For me, it's going to be my left. I step on midfoot, right in the arch. Second foot steps on. Now I try and keep my hip a little bit behind the line and keep my head right in front of the line. Hands up, find your vertical displacement, and your goal is to find stillness after about 10 to 15 seconds. There's always a little bit of nervous system control. You can see it's trying to pull me, but in time, I'm finding my position and using my ankle flexion and dorsiflexion like a throttle to help control my center of gravity over my base on the line. Have fun.